This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Where do Republicans find the people they convince to run for Congress? Is there like a bucket or a reservoir filled to the brim with morons that are just getting plucked? Ooh, this looks like a good one. Let's have him run for Congress. Is that what happens? Yesterday, I ran across this very brief blurb on Politico that was remarkable to me. Someone I've never heard of. Rich McCormick is his name. And he's a congressman, he's a doctor, he's an MD. And it's being reported that he was doing pull-ups from some pole hundreds of feet above the floor of the rotunda for an audience of staffers and people he was giving a tour to, I guess. Dangling freely, a wildly dangerous and inappropriate thing for a member of Congress to do, anybody to do, but for a member of Congress to do it. What are you doing, moron? As I go through this, I'll throw some pictures up of the Capitol to give some demonstration of where exactly he was when he did this. Here's the Political article, again, very brief. House Republican reported for doing pull-ups at the top of the Capitol dome. The Capitol Visitor Center has reported Representative Rich McCormick to the House Sergeant-at-Arms, according to an email reviewed by Politico, accusing him of unsafe actions while on a tour of the Capitol Dome Tuesday and doing pull-ups on railings suspended hundreds of feet above the ground. The Georgia, shocking that he's a Georgia Republican. The Georgia Republican went beyond a posted sign reading "No person permitted above this platform under any circumstances," according to the email, and went over a safety railing at the Tholos level on the Capitol Dome. Now, I'm not an expert on the U.S. Capitol. I worked there for years, but I'm not the architect of the Capitol. I looked this up. The Tholos level is I'll throw pictures up, but it's the very top of the Capitol where there's like 12 windows, these rectangular windows that run up and down. It's hundreds of feet above the rotunda. If he had slipped, if there had been a burr or something on the bar that he grabbed and he recoiled back and lost his grip and fell over 200 feet to the floor to his death in front of tourists, in front of the tour group, in front of staffers. What is he doing? Showing off? What's the intent behind this? Just sheer jackassery? Staff photographed him straddling the railing and pretending to fall or slide over, the email said, and recorded him bypassing the safety signage. He also reached up above the Tholos level to grab a crossbar and do multiple pull-ups while his staff filmed, according to the account. Quote, "There was a miscommunication and we have apologized," McCormick spokesperson Julie Singleton told Politico. There was a miscommunication? Do you mean that the congressman is illiterate and didn't read the signs that said "No person permitted beyond this point under any circumstances"? I believe that was the quote. What's the miscommunication? You idiots. McCormick has a reputation around Capitol Hill for being adventurous, including skateboarding through the Cannon Tunnel, a path that connects the Capitol to House office buildings, and playing football against Capitol Police. That's adventurous? Riding on a skateboard and playing football with Capitol Police? Tour guides in the Capitol's Visitor Center don't have the authority to intervene in actions by members of Congress, but the guide leading McCormick's tour did pass along his and his staff's behavior to superiors, who then alerted the House Sergeant-at-Arms. It's unclear what punitive steps the Sergeant-at-Arms could take against McCormick. Likely none. Likely none also because the Sergeant-at-Arms has been appointed by Kevin McCarthy and kept on by this new moron, Mike Johnson. This is the Republican Party today, folks. Adventurous. Putting people in danger. A doctor, Again, I said this last week about Ronnie Jackson, but this is just more evidence that being a doctor, being a lawyer in a professional type of capacity doesn't make you a smart person. It makes you well-trained. You're not well-educated. You're not intelligent. You're just supremely well-trained. Like, look at Ben Carson. He's another one. Thinks the pyramids were built to store grain. Anyway, I would love to know what you think. If you're in Rich McCormick's district, imagine being a patient and going to see this guy for medical advice. What do you think about this? If you're in his district, I really would love to know. 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always, daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. We can also just mix it up in the comments. That helps trigger YouTube to recommend this channel to new viewers, new possible subscribers, and that would be a help, a supreme help. If you'd like to take it a step further and help support this work and produce what we do here, what we create here, the message and the audience that we reach, click the join button below. For $1.99, you can become a channel member. You can hit the super thanks button. You can also just go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. But most importantly, make sure that you're subscribed. That would be a giant help. I am on the march, getting close to 600,000 subscribers, which is a place I never thought I'd be. And it's only because of you and your help and your subscription and tuning in. I love and appreciate you. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram and Threads and TikTok and Facebook and Blue Sky. And are there any others? I don't know. At Dollemore. Anyway, don't be Rich McCormick. Be good. Be smart. Be genuine. Take care. One another.